I know people aren't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm predicting this because there's too many signs there to ignore this. Jason Kelce's gonna have a cheating scandal. Because if he's not already cheating, he will be. There's too many clues, and I don't know if Kylie just doesn't care or what, but there's just too many clues. First of all, he's changing careers and he's moving from being a football player. I mean, he is obviously in the spotlight. He's still doing podcasts, he's still doing commentary and things like that, but shifts in careers like retirement and moving from what you've dedicated your life to for men. Retirement, big shift for men. That's usually the time when they're most vulnerable to be unfaithful. Not always, but that's a very big time when that happens. He's lost a lot of weight, which I'm sure is his different training regimen and things like that, but he has trimmed down a lot. When I noticed he'd colored his hair, I was like, Then they mentioned on the podcast that he went for a wax. He's not doing that for Kylie, just saying. And let's be real, Jason Kelce is an alcoholic. Like, he's a functioning alcoholic, but he's an alcoholic. And I think Kylie's always known that. I mean, the story is that Kylie met him on Tinder, and when she went to meet him on their first date, he was blackout drunk and ended up begging her for a second chance for another date. So like, he's been an alcoholic. He also needs to be the center of attention all the time. And he's going out to all these events. You can see him, he's always walking around. Like, would he do some event where he like showed up in a Speedo or something like that? He's getting drunk at all these events. He needs the attention, he needs the validation. Look, I was a stand-up comic for 15 years. I have known so many Jason Kelces in my day. The guys that would go out, they would get drunk, they needed attention, they needed validation all the time. None of them were faithful to their wives. There is no way that he is faithful. And it's interesting because I keep seeing articles now talking about like Jason getting a vasectomy because they don't want to have any more kids and things like that. I suspect it's probably because they don't want there to be an accident while he's out with other people. I mean, maybe because of their association with Taylor, they'll hide it, but I think there's gonna be a cheating scandal at some point. Someone's gonna come forward, and I think Kylie's gonna stay with him.